What do you do when you're on your own and you can't think of anything to do? Some people play patience, but they also get a bit bored with patience. So this is patience of a different kind. You can make it yourself. You can make it as easy or as hard as you like. It's really maze patience, and it's quite easy to make, although it's sometimes a bit harder to play. What you need is little squares of card, all the same size. And you can cut them out of something like a cereal packet, but I like to get old filing cards because they're very easy to work with. You can make them into squares very easily. If you take one and put it at right angles to the other so that the corners and the sides are aligned, all you have to do is to snip off the overhang of one of them like that, and that will leave you with a perfect square. And you can use that as a template, put it on top of the others and clip them all into a square shape. You want to make, or you can make as many as 50 if you like, but certainly 20 or more. Well, I've done that with slightly smaller cards because they don't take up so much space, and you can see there's a great stack of them there in pink, all cut square. The next thing you have to do is to mark one of them. You need to find the midpoint of each side, and for that you probably need a ruler because it has to be done accurately. And if I measure this up, I can find the midpoint of this side is there. On the other side, it's going to be there. And the line sides are a bit easier because it's going to be there and there. Now that one has to be very accurate because you use that as a guide to mark all the others. You simply place it on the top of the stack, shake them all into position, and then from the top line, run the pen back over the edge of all of them. You can see I've already done this with the stack because this is in fact a prepared game. But that's how you do it. You leave a mark on each of the cards. Now it's a matter of marking the cards for the bits of the maze. Let's put a few here and show you what I mean. Each one has 4 red dots on it, and you have to join them in whatever ways you like. If you want to make the maze easy, do a few which have a cross, joining all of the dots. If you want to make it hard, leave quite a few blank. I suggest that's not a bad thing to do. But you can do little bits like that, or you can do double cards like that, and you can make T-junctions. Really, it's up to you. But remember, the more lines you put, the easier your maze is going to be. Before you start to play, there's one last thing you have to do. On 2 of the cards that have a bit of track on them, put a star. One of those will be the start of the maze, and the other will be the end. And that's really ready for being played with. So let's clear the decks. Well, let's say we're going to make a maze of 5 cards by 4. We get our stack and we shuffle it. That's really quite important. We deal the cards red side uppermost. I've got a stack already prepared here. Let's see what happens. Now, when you start to play, it's really quite important to keep your options open. So if I put down one which is like that, I want to keep those ends available for being built onto. The next one's blank. Let me put it over there. Get it out of the way. This one, that might take the track down there. The next one, that's quite good. I can put it onto one of those ends and have the thing going around. Now this is pretty good because a star comes up and that's going to be the start of the maze. And I can now take the track around in that loop. That's the only free end. So I have to be careful. This will allow me to take the maze over there. The next one's blank. That would kill my maze. There'd be nowhere to go. So I'll get that over there. Running out of space that way, I can only go 4 to the side. This one has me in trouble. I can only really put it there, and it leads me to a blind end and say my maze is dead, and I've lost the game of patience. Of course, what you're really hoping is that the other star will come up while you still have a bit of maze that's free, because if that had come up there, I'd been able to put it on like that, my maze would have been complete. Still, it's up to you. More blank cards makes it harder, more lines makes it easier. Design one yourself and have a go.
I want to know. Curiosity.